Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of the Mark and Will Show. And of course, you got your favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Tuesday. It's January 11th.
Wow. Already getting to mid-January.
Already here.
Yee.
Already here.
Jeez.
How was the day, brother?
Man, it was doable. You know, you got all that virtual stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
So even at our work, you know, some people are working from home and things like that. I mean, personally, you know, I like the structure, like in my day and all this kind of stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I like to get at home and
What you said?
call people, Zoom people.
Right.
Like Netflix is going on.
What you said?
Like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, lay on my bed, do my notes, all that kind of stuff. You know how like people do.
That's beautiful.
Some people probably don't even get out of bed. You know, and hope that somebody don't call them. You know, like a big wig or something like that.
Boss.
Yeah. That's when you block out all the background. that's when you try to use the that's when you try to have no video.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, we got bosses be like, man, we trying to see you, trying to meddle and stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's when you just put the this be your head like here. You be like, yeah.
Right.
Like, I can see your glasses. The top of your head. Yeah, man. I want you to see nothing else. Yeah, how about yourself, man?
Cold. They shut us down again, so they can't come in the building. You call in for your order, we bring that to you.
That was real, ain't it?
Yeah. They're not playing. They try to keep us safe. I appreciate it, but it's cold.
Yeah.
I tell you, it is cold out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, soon as they open up the warehouse door, shut them back. They ain't getting it today. They ain't getting it today. But it was cool, though. Nice little Tuesday.
Yes, sir. We here. Yes, sir. I mean, you know, the weekend, man. You know, we gotta cover how was the weekend and stuff real quick.
Weekend was good. Little minor little things I talked to you about off the show. I forgot to hit you with that before. But yeah, look, you know, it was cool. It was cool. Got to catch up on some movies.
Okay. I know you got a ton of stuff, movies and shows.
Yeah.
Everybody, we gotta
God bless America.
We gotta get in together. We gotta get in together on even to watch The Wire.
That too.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
I'm on episode 3. trying to get there.
It starts slow though, man. It starts slow.
They do.
I
see that.
So, you know, it's Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
So normally on Monday we drop this down. We dropped it on our social media, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it right now.
Yes, sir. You got the Mark and Will Show basketball, boys and girls basketball players of the week.
We. Micaiah West, straight ball last week. You know what I'm saying? 24 points, 11 rebounds, 4 blocks. She's a junior for male. Does it all. Congratulations. Great.
Absolutely.
Week.
Yes.
Next we got Gabe Sisk, Ballard High School. Thing about Gabe, I want to say this about Mr. Gabe. His record, you know, he had a game against North Florida. Everybody plays Reed Shepherd, don't they?
Yes, they do.
And I guess everybody gives them buckets too, because he had 30. Gabe had 30.7 rebounds and 5 assists in that game.
Right.
Ballard's legit, real deal. Because
Mm-hmm.
I think Reed had less than 15 points or something.
Wow.
Yeah. They had enough dudes who said, no.
No, you're not doing that.
We got some dogs over here, boy.
Right.
Because I looked at his stats, I was like, I'm thinking, okay, he's going to at least have 20, 30. Nah.
None.
Yeah, they kind of put the clamps on him. So Ballard's got that thing.
Got some players over there.
All right, congratulations, Mr. West, Mr. Sisk. Hey, continue to ball like we know. Way to represent.
Absolutely.
Ballard and Mel took care of business.
Yes,
Our
sir.
players of the week.
Now you got the Mark and Will Show High School National Basketball Player of the Week, sponsored by evision-radio.com.
Woo! If I mess his name up, I'm sorry. Jaya McClure.
Yep.
She ball, man. She actually is a I think she's an Ohio commit.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball, and I could be wrong. Hope I'm not. But she averaged 19 points and 6.5 rebounds, 5 assists last week, and actually scored her 2,000th point last week.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's doing it.
Yes, it is.
Now,
that's it right there.
1,000 is doing it, right? Especially in high school because you got a lot of stuff like that. 2,000? She goes to Cal. She goes to Cal, and I mean, Miss McClure been putting in business. 2 G's.
That's a lot of points.
Goodness gracious.
She got buckets.
Buckets. Walking buckets. That's all I got to say. Congratulations, Jaya, for her performance, her domination for years, apparently. Because 2 G's, my goodness gracious. You had been starting since you was 8th grader.
Exactly. Our varsity since you was 8 years.
Yes. Hey, shout out to you and you do. Continue the ball like you've been balling.
Absolutely.
And everybody's like, what's going on? Evision, we see that. We see all this kind of stuff. What is Evision Radio? Let us enlighten you guys.
Right.
Envision-radio.com. It's a new online radio station that brings gospel music and talk radio together for an incredible listening experience. Envision Radio has a lineup of incredible music, talks, programs, ministry, cooking, therapy, medical, sports, and many more subject matters are covered in the programming. Envision Radio will allow you to enjoy the listening experience like no other. This is not your typical internet radio station. Make sure you listen to envision-radio.com on Thursdays at 3 p.m. to catch the Mark and Will Show.
Yes, sir.
Big time. Like I said, great ball player. Support these high school players, boys and girls, and also middle school, little league, all this kind of stuff like that. But definitely, we got some ballers in the city and in the state.
Absolutely.
Just picking these players, man, it's kind of hard because a lot of people throwing up some great numbers and things like that. But we love the response. We're getting back the retweets and things like that. So
beautiful.
Thank you for continue because that's what we try to do. We try to make sure that these kiddos are appreciated. Show them love.
Mm-hmm.
We all looking and enjoying your success.
Right. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
that's what we're here for.
Continue to do that. Let's see. Boom.
Booyah. NBA scores. Yesterday, the 10th. If I can hurry up and get to it. Monday the 10th, you had the Bucks. It seemed like they keep losing. Go down to the Hornets, 103-99. Detroit beat the Jazz 126-116, which the Jazz ain't really been looking too hot neither. Boston beat Indiana 101-98. New York Knicks took care of the Spurs 111-96. Philly beat the Rockets 111-91. Cleveland beat the Kings 109-108. And them Trailblazers said, we don't care if you got Kyrie or not. Beat them 114-108.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Kyrie got to play.
Yeah, he played home games.
Okay.
I mean, away games. Away games,
so he got to play. And,
Mm-hmm.
let me see what Mr. Kyrie did real quick.
because he rolled his ankle last night.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Can't have that. Just getting back in the scene, right?
He just got back.
Yeah, he played 40 minutes.
Yep.
22 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Durant 28, but
Mr. James didn't play.
Yeah. You know, that's a revolving door. They just,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Now that he's back, okay, who you
Yeah.
play tonight? I'll play tomorrow.
Yeah, let's take care of business,
Right.
type stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me update, get everybody caught up on the standings. Eastern Conference. Let me see. Let's go to the division. Eastern Conference, you have the Atlantic. You have the Nets have a 2-game lead over the 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you saw where they're trying to package Tobias Harris and Simmons. That lets you know that nobody wants Simmons straight up.
No.
They're like, nah, you're going to have to give somebody else
Yep.
for that.
I
was like, yeah,
I'm not giving him
I
Harris.
know Tobias like, man, come on, man. What y'all always trying to get rid of me for?
Right,
I'm
he's
okay.
solid.
I'm Gucci. So the Central have the Bulls 3 games lead over the Bucks, which is impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, they both tied with win 26, but Bucks got 17 losses and the Bulls have 11.
Yeah.
Southeast, you have the Heat with a 3.5 lead over the Hornets. Western Conference, in the Northwest, you have the Jazz still holding on to a 6.5 lead over the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think last week it was like close to 10 or 11,
Yeah.
I guess. So they don't lost, quite a few games. They have lost 3 in a row. The Jazz has. In the Pacific, you have the Warriors and the Suns tied, 30 wins and 9 losses. I hear you guys. Southwest, you have probably the surprise team, Grizzlies.
Yes, don't sleep on that.
5-game lead over the Mavs. The Mavs are
Yeah.
trying to make their way back up after struggling big time. And if you guys did not watch, and I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the highlights of Ja Morant on that block and that alley-oop.
Yes.
That alley-oop, he had to pull back because his head was at the rim, his eye level.
Mm-hmm.
That he had to basically throw the ball in because he's too high.
Yep. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's...
That young man special.
Yeah.
That young man
I bet you when we
special.
have that start bench cut type thing, franchise players also whatever, I bet you a lot of people put John number 3 and number 2 is going to be moving that because that dude.
You better be moving it.
Yeah, he's special.
He's a special cat.
He's special, dude. Man. I mean, it's beyond words, man. Like I said, if
Yes.
you haven't watched him, you better go ahead and get into that because that guy's special, man.
Yes,
Ain't no other way to put it.
It's not. It really ain't. Jeez. All right. Got the weekend scores, which Kentucky goes down to South Carolina, 74 to 54.
You know what though? In Kentucky, they started off good. They was hanging in there with South Carolina a little bit, you know. But when you've been a perennial top 20 team, probably the last 6 years, let's say Kentucky, 5 to 6 years, it ain't about hanging. Ain't about no more victories no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You have probably one of the most dominant players in the game, Ryan Howard, right?
Right.
You're gonna have to win. You're gonna have to just give her the ball, let her go for 4. You're gonna have to let her do what Angel McCoughtry did when she was at Louisville. Here you go.
Right.
And then everybody just feed off of her. You know what I'm saying? Because they got some players. And I'm not saying that they was going to beat South Carolina. I mean, but you got a player that's probably going to be the number 1 draft pick or number 2 draft pick in the WNBA.
Right.
You got to let her ball. She only had, man. And you can see on the bottom of the screen, on the scroll, you can see the points and stuff. But she only had 9 points. Don't get me wrong. She shot 14 times, right?
Yep.
She was jacking. But, I mean, you have to put her in position to succeed. Because sometimes she'll lay back and just want to shoot the jumper and things like, go to the hole. You know, she went to the free throw line 8 times, only hit 5. But she's an M&M. Even if you got to ISO her, everybody get on the other side or do a pick and roll with her. Let her do what she got to do because she's that type of player. And, you know, it was tied in the first quarter. Then they got down by 14 and, got outscored 23-9. And that was the game. And then got third quarter 23-14. So, I don't know how long their coach is gonna last. Former Miss Basketball, in state of Kentucky, played at Tennessee, played with some championship team, played with Pat Summitt. But we're gonna see how serious University of Kentucky, the university, is serious about the women's basketball.
Right.
Because I think this is a second, third year, something like that.
Because she was the interim coach, right?
She was interim, then she got it. I've not been impressed with them.
Right. No.
So when next year when they lose this once in a lifetime player and some of these other ladies who are seniors, we're gonna see what you can do.
What you can do if you're the coach.
Because she came because of Mitchell.
Right.
So we're gonna see. People, when we throw out praises to Gino and Gino, Pat, Jeff Walls, when he came to Louisville 15 years ago, ain't won a game. Like didn't go so far. You know what I'm saying? Like no Sweet 16s, no Sweet 16 wins, stuff like that. I mean, he done checked all of them except for championship. He got Final Four. But what I'm saying is not to compare, but just to see that he took a program that was, and now they perennial top 10, top 5.
Gotcha.
And they lose players all the time, and he just keep it going.
Keep it going.
So now she still got Mitchell's players. They get ready to go off. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
But like I said, I want to see exactly what the administration is going to do. Because if you're serious about basketball, either you got to pull it off and say, hey, something got the rock and roll change, or you out of here.
Right.
Facts. Good luck with that. Good luck with that for real.
Louisville men go down to Florida State, 79-70.
Did you get to catch that?
Yeah, I caught the end of it, brother. Your name. If the people didn't watch it.
Oh, God. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was.
Yeah, it was. That's one of them games where you was like, "What's going on? What happened, Mac? What are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? Like, we know, we say it over and over and over again. We know this is a brand new team, so a lot of new players. They ain't jelly yet and stuff like that. But Mac, come on now.
Yeah.
You gotta get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, I mean, for them to be talking about they hang their head on defense and give up 50 points in the first half.
Yep.
And, the thing about it is that, sometimes the defense is not going to bail you out, so you are going to have to score.
Mm-hmm.
But 50 points, and one guy had 23. Mills, or whatever. Mills had like 23 at halftime.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Career high type stuff.
Yeah. They didn't do nothing else, really.
No, they didn't do nothing in the second half, but that right there sent them off.
Yes.
Gave them a cushion. Because Louisville battled and got within 4 or 2 or whatever.
Right.
But I'm with you. It's like no one knows the rotation and nobody knows what's going on.
No.
You don't know. Like I said in the past, you was able to say, okay, I know Marcus coming in for Terrence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever. You knew who was going to rock and roll and do all the kind of stuff like that. But, man, you don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on.
This is something else.
It's almost like it's people trying to make a name for themselves.
Well, you know what?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Cassandra, how you doing?
Hey.
But no, you know what, though? That's because, and I saw somebody else say something like that. That's because no gelling. People transfer. When you have a lot of transfers and you have, grad transfers, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, yeah, we can rock and roll and do this, whatever this up the court running fast break, which doesn't exist. Then it becomes a high screen at the end, and then whoever's got the ball, it's one-on-one type stuff.
Right.
And that's no offense.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
And so, okay, you got to think, like, for instance, I'll throw his name out there, Noah. Lights out shooter at University of Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons why he came because Mac and him promised that he can basically do other stuff like drive to the hole.
Yeah,
Almost like, drive the whole dish, do all the floaters, all kind of stuff.
Yep.
Otherwise, he might have stayed in Florida or whatever, went somewhere else.
Right.
Well, that's not what we need. We need lights out shooters. And then when you're not knocking down the jumpers, we don't need you going to the hole, turning the ball over.
Exactly. Exactly.
And Dre West, God bless him, love him to death as far as his defense. He got owned. And then first half, Mills was just taking him doing whatever he wanted to. So I don't know if he just wasn't feeling well or he couldn't get it together. But he was a liability out there.
Yeah.
Malik Williams. Goodness gracious. Back-to-back horrible games. This, you know what makes it sad, and this is where, shout out to Cardinal Journal, Bump and Sly and all them. This is why you get people mad. Because when you look at it, man, he had 2 bad back-to-back games. Just 4 points. And the reason why it gets on your nerves and make you mad is because this was not a good Florida State team.
Exactly.
This wasn't a Florida State team from last year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. This was not a very good Florida State team.
Right.
So, you ever talk to somebody and they're like, man, we lost to this horrible, weak team, all this kind of stuff. That means your team's weak.
Yep.
It's about an upset. You know what I'm saying? Your team's weak. That's what it is. Your team is weak. You can't keep saying Furman. Oh my gosh, we lost a weak Furman. Oh my gosh, we lost a weak DePaul. Oh my gosh, we lost a weak Western Kentucky. Oh my gosh, we lost a weak Florida. That means you're weak.
Yep.
And you know what's the bad thing is that I don't think it's gonna change.
It's not.
You really need to okay, gotta start Adam going there. Curry look good, Big Curry.
Yeah.
Let him play more than the 10 man. You know what I'm saying? Let him do his thing. Sam was okay. Sam was like, okay, well, whatever. I don't know, whatever pep talk they gave to him. He's like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. Faulkner, who I love his game, play. You need to really start them too.
Right.
Faulkner and L. Ellison just live with that, dude, because both of them go to the hole.
Right.
West go to the hole, and he can't get the shot off. He just turns around, dribble the ball, and all this kind of stuff.
I agree with you. I don't think that's gonna change either.
I don't think it's gonna change, man. And I'm gonna tell you what, this ain't one of those things you heard it here first. Everybody knows. Go Cards Nation, everybody, University of Louisville fans, everybody know what I'm going to say, and they know that this is so true. If Mac does not go to the tournament, he's gone.
Yes.
I don't want to hear about the administration didn't have his back. We know that. But what I'm seeing on the court, I don't see no improvement.
Right.
How do you explain Withers?
Right.
You can't. You can't explain that. Sam was a 5-star, and he's just an average player. He's a role player now. I mean, what is the player development? That's what I'm saying, man.
I don't think the style, all that 5-star stuff even mean anything, really.
Now, but you know what? It really don't. But basketball is almost a better gauge than football, I would say. Just because those 5 stars that Duke gets, Kentucky gets, Kansas get, 9 times out of 10 they're going to NBA. I ain't saying they're going to be a dominant player.
Yeah, exactly.
But they do stuff, okay.
On the college level.
Yeah, and then you see oh man, okay, yeah, that dude's cold. You know what I'm saying? Right. But when is the last player that you said, oh man, for the University of Louisville, that's a problem. Yeah, besides, everybody just in a rush built himself that way. You know what I'm saying? Montrez wasn't known commodity. Who? You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Donovan was a sophomore who the light switch went off after Rick benched him.
Right.
Against Indiana. And he's doing way better than what he did at the Jazz than he did here. Come on, man. I mean, hey, I'm just, like I said, I'm looking for player development and I'm not seeing it. And, we never wish nobody to lose their jobs, but, the proof is on the pudding. It's about product. And I know fans is going to do this and not going to show up.
What you said.
So, hey, it is what it is. They play tomorrow. against North Carolina State. That's Wednesday, January 12th.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. So, we'll see. Because he has no quality wins.
ACC Network. Right now, you got Kentucky and Vanderbilt is on right now. Kentucky is up 66-48.
Take them to the woodshed. I mean, they doing what they're supposed to do. After they lost to LSU and lost some key players and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Vanderbilt, man, I mean, hey, get your academics, fellas. Get your degrees, your masters, because you'll get a job anywhere from Vanderbilt.
Right.
Because what I'm seeing on the court, I've been seeing this for years.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky players in the Southwest region, they love it because they just go down, the Bowling Green people go down to Nashville and get to watch a blowout.
Yep, basically.
Once in a while, Vandy surprises them, shocks them, and stuff like that. But, Vandy and Stackhouse, hey, they going to keep you forever because they don't care about no basketball.
Right.
They getting them checks, though.
Georgia.
Oh, my mind.
Roll Tide 33-18 last night for the college national championship game.
Roll Tide. What do you think about the game, man?
I mean, it was totally different from the first one.
Oh, yeah. Total domination.
It was totally different from the first one. I mean, Georgia's defense stepped up when it was supposed to step up. They made stops when they were supposed to make stops. The fans of Alabama could use the excuse that certain players didn't play, but it's next man up. I mean, I got 5-star players on the whole roster. I mean, the next man's supposed to step up and make plays and do what they got to do, but I take my hands off of Georgia. I really do, because they came out, they wanted that game. They got embarrassed that first one. They got embarrassed that first one, and then now it stops every time Alabama got a Heisman, they win a national championship. Because it was like every time they got it, they won.
And you know
what? They didn't get this one.
And the funny story is they didn't start getting the Heismans until like Ingram and all that. Like
Mark Ingram, yes.
So they went forever not getting them.
Yeah,
so, but I mean, when you got the best players,
right?
Come on now,
Yep.
You're supposed to, and he's been having the best players. So now he's recently. But also this, first of all, and I'll piggyback on what you said. You can't complain because nobody knew these guys anyway that was balling for them in the beginning of the season anyway. Talking about Alabama,
right?
So about the receivers and things. Yeah, they got plenty of. But I'm gonna hit them this way. One of the reasons why Georgia, they dominated Georgia, especially on Alabama's offense against their defense. Their defense, Georgia's defense, is known to was the best defense in the country and college football and supposed to be all this kind of stuff. Does everybody know that Alabama money is so long that they have about 20 consultants?
Mm-hmm.
Of those 20 consultants, they are like NFL former coaches.
Yep. Right.
They got Bill O'Brien, who sucked at Texas.
Yes, he did.
Sucked. Stinky. Suck. I can't say it enough. Suck at Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Houston, Texas. But he's still an offensive guru.
Yes, he is.
He was an offensive guru at the Patriots. So what I'm saying is they have enough brain trust without Saban, right, that can dissect your defense and just pick them apart.
Yes.
As long as the players execute.
Exactly.
And they executed that first game. They did. Well, Kirby Smart is a defensive minded person.
Okay.
He got some good schemes. He got a lot of genius in the college level. So what they did is they kind of it's a chess move.
Mm-hmm.
You do this, I'm do that. You know what I'm saying? So they, he dissected. You're not gonna do what you did the first game.
No, exactly.
But it was almost like when Alabama wasn't getting up touchdowns, it was a wrap because you had to score because all of a sudden you made your move, Kirby did his move. He countered that stuff. They became more physical. There was smash mouth football. You're not going to beat us just running down our throat, airborne and that, whatever you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
So once that, now we're saying this. Now y'all see what we're saying, Alabama offense defense. once Georgia's offense was just stagnant, hit some big plays, and actually did smash mouth football, was moving the ball on the ground, that was a wrap.
Yes, it was.
It was a wrap.
Yes, it was.
Then they made them one-dimensional. They made Alabama, dude pick, and it was close, but that pick six said, that sealed the deal right now.
Absolutely.
I thought they was done. I thought Georgia was done when they called it fumble.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
It's a wrap. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's going Bama's way.
Hey, but Bennett, hats off to Bennett because he came right back, threw a touchdown, 40-yard strike.
Mm-hmm.
And they got that pick six, and that was a wrap. But I'm like you, hey, hats off to Georgia. Ain't no excuse. Alabama, come on, man.
Yeah, no
come
excuses.
On, man. Man, I would love to see that budget.
Right.
How much they spent.
We
know the budget was ridiculous, and how much of that budget did they go over? Because, like I said, you got all the consultants that you're paying and all this kind of stuff. Any high-profile coach that gets fired ends up on their staff. And I'm not talking about regular. I'm talking about NFL
coaches. Yes, they do.
And plus, we know Belichick and Saban are like it.
Yeah,
so come on down there. He come here for
you. Right.
Learn some little thing. I do this. Yeah, boy. Hey, Georgia.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Way
to go.
Yes.
Big time. I'm so proud of you guys. Y'all sealed the deal. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. And the Bulldogs and the Braves.
Yep.
Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Georgia. Well, we know you're not getting one in the NFL.
No. Not at all. Y'all see how fast they just changed like that? No. Jesus Christ. I forgot about that. Morgan Will Shows. Fantasy Football League. Championship game. It was me and my brother Will, and Will took the victory. He is the champ of the first Mark and Will Shows Fantasy Football League.
I would like to thank all my players who I waived and all the players who I picked up. I would like you guys hanging it up with me as an owner and making power moves and taking care of business. It was tough. We started out sluggish. I think it was like 1-3 or something like that, but we just kept rocking and rolling. But I just owe it all to you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's put another one up next year.
It's going to be us getting championship again next year. I'm calling it out.
Oh, let me get this straight up. Oh, Lord.
Calling it out. Jesus.
It probably will be. And plus, Coach, you're banned from using Steelers.
Yeah, you banned from that. Yes, you banned. So use something else. All right, we're going to start with the Saturday game, January 8th. You have the Kansas City Chiefs, who beat the Broncos 28-24, which I was so upset about. God, the Broncos is rocking and rolling, brother.
Well, they were. They had that.
They was
going.
Good, didn't they? Locke was like, man, I'm a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah. Somebody's getting cut.
Somebody got to go.
Somebody's getting cut. Because he moved that ball.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I remember we had a discussion.
And he's a runner.
Yeah.
He's a running quarterback.
He can move.
Man, they had that, dude. They had the game, but hey.
Right.
Yes, KC do what KC do. You know, that sack fumble hurt.
Yeah, it did.
That sack fumble hurt, dude. And then he scored. It's like, oh my God.
Dude was gone.
No, when the sack fumble, he stripped
the running back.
Yeah, Gurley. Whatever his name was.
Gordon.
Yeah. So it's like that. Oh my. They was great score too.
Yeah, they was going in. They was going in.
So if Broncos go win, we're not even talking about this right now. Hell, Pittsburgh is playing against somebody else besides Kansas City.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that in a minute. But it was all right.
Yeah, man.
It was good. It was
the Broncos and the points.
Yeah.
But it was good. That was, Chiefs did what they had to do.
Yeah, they did.
They made enough plays.
I'm still not so.
Got that number 2. I think it is number 2 seed.
Yeah, they got number 2 seed.
So hats off to them. Way to go. Can't really say nothing. It's a struggle with them. We'll see.
practice that happened Saturday with the Cowboys and Philly. They had a joint practice. I don't think everybody really got to see it. It was a joint practice.
It's a joint practice.
So,
oh my gosh.
The Cowboys won 51-26.
Oh my
Jesus Christ. Joint practice.
Yeah.
Dak hit 5.
Yeah. But you know what? I was so glad that they played that. I'm just looking. Yeah. They did that. Let him play because he'd been out of rhythm. I don't care if it was a third string water boy that was out there. Just get your rhythm. Yeah, just go. Get your rhythm and everything else like that. I mean, hell, Dallas didn't have like 3 of their starters on defense, things like that. But I mean, I loved it. I mean, because I've seen it before. I've seen where they had a bye in the playoffs and didn't play, then won, lost. I mean, you know, it's out of sync. They need every game now needs to be playoff game. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So even before the playoffs, so get your rhythm, rock and roll. They did what they did. A lot of people scored. Hey, Eagles got in anyway, so they was able to do that. So hats off the Eagles for even making the playoffs.
Right.
So I think who they go see? They go see the Bucks.
Yep. Yeah. Probably gonna lose.
I think they will.
The Browns beat Cincinnati, which Cincinnati rested everybody because they're pretty much locked in the playoffs. I guess the Browns are just playing to play. You know what I mean? They, of course, Baker Mayfield didn't play. You know,
right?
They had the backup in, and Johnson, the young cat, 25 carries, 123 and a touchdown, which nobody really playing this game, but it is what it is. But you NFL players, you got to get out there and play to see if you can make the team next year. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care about them guys.
You didn't care about this game anyway. And I told you the Browns going to win because I knew you say, oh, no, I don't care. It's like, first of all, if you don't know, then you have not been watching. You know, Mark is a Steelers fan big time. So he don't like either one of them. So this for him to go to bet and take Bengals, even without Burrows, even without Mixon. And I was like, nah, man, Browns are going to win this game. It makes no difference.
It didn't.
You know, Keenan, Casey, whatever he was
Right.
doing. I mean, it was ugly. But I was thinking, wait a minute. Bengals or Burrows, totally different. I know the Browns can pull this together and win this. And the Ernest need to get some money. Johnson, the running back?
Yes.
The third string running back?
Yes.
Because each time he plays, man, he gets 100-something yards, man.
He's good. He's solid.
Yeah.
He's a solid back. And it looked like Hunt keep getting hurt, so he might be a good backup.
And he's younger than him, too.
Way
So
younger.
it's like, hey, man, let me go on and get that right now, get that money. So I'm going to do that big time. For real. I'll go ahead and keep him.
I'm excited about this win, but I'm not. I mean, Aaron Rodgers did play a little bit, but it wasn't all that. But Detroit, you got the win. I'm happy about that or whatever, but Cheeseheads is sitting good. They got a first-round bye. They sitting good. They straight.
Yeah.
Until they get to the NCS.
The championship. Yeah, then we know what happens. But no, hats off the Lions. Go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
Plus, like you said, Rodgers played enough that he was leading, you know what I'm saying, getting the stats and everything.
Right.
So, you know, and I'll tell you what, the last 6 games of the season, Lions look like the NFL team, man.
They did.
You know,
they did.
Doing enough, and I guess they didn't care about the draft.
No, they don't.
So they was playing hard.
They
and
said that was our quarterback.
Right. And Campbell is like, the coach. He's going to be the coach. I mean, I know it was just 1 year, but hey, just building a foundation.
Exactly. That's all that matters.
That's why when we preview, it's like they had to have this game.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we heard talk that Aaron was going to play, maybe not one quarter, whatever.
Exactly.
I think he played a half. I don't know. But anyway, he played enough, but you had to win that. This
you had to win.
And all this kind of stuff. So hats off to the Lions.
Great win, Detroit.
Yeah, you had to get that. You had to get that big time.
Minnesota. I'm taking that. Minnesota won 31-17 against Chicago Bears. They the reason why Chicago Bears coach got fired.
Now that's being nice. He's not the reason. I mean, they're not the reason.
I know that.
I know. That's being nice. because I don't know what kind of confidence he thought he had that he was still gonna be there.
Dude,
Dude, they should have fired you last year.
you right. You right.
You were supposed to be the offensive guru that came from Andy Reid and the Chiefs,
Mm-hmm.
and that offense looked nothing like that ever.
No.
Ever. And then you have Foles on the bench who was actually inactive a lot of times, who's making $20-something million a year.
On the bench.
On the bench, and you bring Andy Dalton, who's making 10 plus 12
yes,
million that you promised going to be the start. Then you did feel so it was almost like the GM had a guy, the coach had a guy, and the president had a guy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because
everybody got a guy.
And that didn't work. I do love Montgomery. And Zimmer, both of them coaches gone. Zimmer's gone too.
He gone too.
But you know what? It had the same effect of Marvin Lewis, the head coach of Lewis, for Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Marvin was there for about 30 years, and he
he was there 16.
Yeah, and this dude right here has been there for probably I don't know about 6, 7, 8, something like that.
6, 7,
and they've been, they made it the playoffs. They wasn't doing it. Should have won at a time when New Orleans missed. Yeah, man. And after that missed tackle that the Saints, and then they played and they got blown out.
Right.
He had his chances. He's a hell of a defensive coordinator, so he'll be on somebody.
Yeah, he'll be on somebody's staff.
He'll
be on somebody's staff.
And this game didn't matter anyway.
No, it didn't. They just playing.
It was who to get fired first on Monday.
Right. I'm trying to keep my job. Washington beat the G-Man 22-7, which another game that was useless, and they were just playing to play, beating up on each other, divisional game, and Judge got fired. Judge is gone.
That's the one thing that they did right all year, the Giants. He had to go, man. First of all, you hired an inept head coach to be your offensive coordinator last year.
Mm-hmm.
And you fired him trying to make him a scapegoat. No, dude, it's you. I mean, I understand you try to show a little life. You fired him and the offense still didn't do nothing.
Right.
Like, I don't know how many games they done lost in a row, but it's gotta be up there. The Giants. And I knew Washington was gonna come in there and beat them. I mean, the Giants a mess. They're a mess. And I think did the GM get fired too, or he's still there?
I think the GM did get fired.
Well,
they got fired. A lot of people got fired.
Everybody needs to go. That was a hot mess, man. And that was embarrassing. The last win they had was against the Eagles. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games ago.
Yep.
And the Eagles should have been ashamed for losing that game.
Right.
Wow. Hot trash. Only thing that's going to save Washington
Couch
is, they had a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Chase Young.
Yeah.
You still got to get a quarterback, right? You still got to get a
quarterback.
Because
McLaurin, your defense is good.
Yeah, they solid. Big time. Because he's a defense guy, and McLaurin is a good quarterback. They got some nice running back, young youth running back. Yeah. But you got to have somebody throw it in. Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic is not the guy. He's 70 years old.
He got 90 kids, too.
You got to let him go. Please tell me he ain't like Rivers.
Yeah, he's like him.
He is like that?
Yeah, he's up there.
Lord,
he got that number.
Oh, my God.
Woo! I already sent my thank you. I sent my thank you letter. I sent some flowers. I sent edible arrangements. I sent all type of stuff to the Jaguars, who beat the Colts 26-11. And for those who keep saying that I kept reading up on, talking about Carson Wentz, his shoulder this, his shoulder that. If that's the case, the coach shouldn't have played him. Don't blame it on the shoulder. The coach don't play him. If his shoulder's not up to par, don't play him. So don't blame this on Carson. Blame it on the coach. You got a bum shoulder? You know what I'm saying? You got a bum shoulder. Don't play him. Bum shoulder, don't play that guy. So,
yes, sir.
But Jaguars, I appreciate y'all, man, dude. Like, I picked y'all to lose. I'm sorry.
Everybody did.
I apologize.
Everybody did.
I should have had faith in y'all, but
everybody did.
Should have had faith in y'all, but hey, good win.
Tell it, man. Nobody care about no 49ers, man. We'll dance. We'll dance. Sunday. What's up, Shannon? How you doing?
Yes, sir.
Real quick.
Yes, sir.
I am blaming Carson Wentz. I'm blaming him for the whole season. I don't, which is crazy because Carson Wentz, you had one thing you had to do. This one thing. And you couldn't do that. Big time. So that's totally embarrassment. The Jags.
Yes.
The Jags. Is that the most points they done scored all year? Almost. I mean that.
Defense.
So the defense too. The
Yes,
defense for the Colts. Y'all wasn't there either. I mean, it was almost like they was like, "Oh, we knew we got this," and they went out there like, well, "Okay."
Yeah, there we go.
Anytime you have Carson Wentz, it ain't like that. You did have the best running back this year because Henry got hurt. It's just ugly, man. I mean, that's so embarrassing. If I am a Colts fan, man, I am like demanding for them to let this cat go.
What'd you say?
I understand, like you said, shoulder and stuff like that. If you're that bad, don't play. Coach should have said don't play either. But this dude, like, they shouldn't even been in position.
No.
They should have already had this locked up.
Exactly.
All them games they lost early.
Yep.
When they shouldn't have lost.
Yep.
Carson Wentz sucks, man. He's weak. He is weak. Weaker than weak. Sorry, Colts fan, all this kind of stuff. And I know you guys are mad. Hey, it is what it is. You made the Steelers Nation's Day.
Mike G.
And all that kind of stuff. Mike G, he's too busy acting. He's an actor now.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, let's get into it.
Oh, Jesus, fix it. Oh, Pittsburgh won in OT. Whew. Against the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm going to tell you who else you need to send the Flyers to.
16-13. This game had me going back and forth, pacing around my house. I think I got to get new carpet. I'll take it. I would take this win. It is what it is. I don't like the fact that we let this young boy run all over us like that in Mary.
Yeah.
I was like, well, shoot, why y'all stop giving it to him? I mean, we can't stop him. Keep feeding him. Feed that young man. But,
John.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what the heck? I thought you said his name. I'm like, what are you doing? Nah, but I'm going to take this win. I'm happy with this win. Get to play his one last game this Sunday. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate when we go out like that.
You never know.
I don't know. I don't. You never do, but shoot.
It's NFL.
But this was a good win for Pittsburgh. I don't like the fact that being threw the ball 44 times. Yeah. Absolutely don't like it. And then Najee Harris, he got banged up early in the game. Whatever. Snell came in, did his little thing or whatever. I like how he rushes stuff. Had me kind of think a little bit because he's a downhill runner. So he don't do all of those. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He just goes downhill. I kind of like it a little bit, but he might not be the fit for us because Najee can do the same thing too. Yeah. So, but whew, it was a little sneaky win.
Every Steeler fan needs to go ahead and give the Flyers to Baltimore. Lamar injury, 4 games. If he'd played them 4 games, they wouldn't have lost that many games. They'd have been in the playoffs. Also, Harbaugh with just silly 2-point going at the end of games.
Like always.
So, if I'm a Ravens fan, I am so upset. So upset because not saying you'd have won them 2 games that he went for 2. Not saying you'd have won all 4 games Lamar missed, but he wouldn't have lost all 4. He would lose all 4. And you put 2 wins. If you take 4 losses and make that 2-2, they play off. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, Harbaugh, I would have to have, you need to come talk to me. Because, like I said, we would never know as far as the 2 points.
No, you're right.
And that right there is just ridiculous. Hats off Ben Bryant. He keeps going. He's going to go ahead and get a chance to go to Kansas City, take care of business. But I will say this. Hopefully Najee is healthy because if Ben's throwing it 40 times, that's a loss. You can't do that. his arm strength ain't like that like it used to be. So you got to go ahead and run that ball, smash mouth, and Benny Snell. What's the other guy? Ray, who y'all got?
He's
Y'all got
hurt.
another one?
Yeah,
He's hurt.
Yeah.
McFarland or some.
That's him.
Yeah, man.
He ain't there.
Yeah.
Like they do with the excuses. We can come up with all of them, but for what?
Yeah.
What it is.
Yeah, but at least he gets, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is Kansas City's defense ain't like that.
Nope.
But what's going to happen is they offense put pressure on you. And then if you get behind 14-0, now you got to throw the ball.
Now you really got to throw the ball.
All that kind of stuff.
It's ridiculous.
And you best believe that Ingram is trying to take Ben's head off.
Absolutely. Go ahead, do your thing. Try.
He didn't want to make that big play.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Oh, Tennessee. Ooh, y'all got lucky, Tennessee. Y'all got lucky, because I'd rather play y'all than Kansas City, to be honest with you. But Tennessee pulled it off and won 28-25
right.
against Houston. If they would have lost this, Kansas City would number one.
Right,
sitting there with the bag.
Right.
But, I mean, shoot, good win, but it was a tough win.
Yeah,
it was a tough win for Tennessee, to where Tannehill had to throw the ball. It actually looked good on the ball, but you threw the ball against the Texans. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you threw the ball against the number one defense in the league, but they get Derrick Henry back. We'll see.
A good win. Titans at home on the road, but heads off to Texas real quick. The last 5-6 games, they have another team that actually played hard and kept trying to win. So heads off to them, big time.
Aints and ATL. Aints won 30-20. I guess it's going to be two rebuilding franchises for this upper season coming up in 2022. Good win, New Orleans.
Way to go. I'm disappointed in the Dirty Birds. I thought you was going to go ahead and just knock the Aints out. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about it. But come to find out, talcum powder got to have surgery. He's done.
Yeah, get a quarterback.
Jameis can come back, and then you best believe they're going to draft one or go ahead and trade for one.
Right.
Good luck with that one. Both of you guys can just cheer for other teams.
Sit on the bench. What everybody else is over there.
Go to the beach.
Oh, Jets and Bills. The Bills won 27-10, which the Bills were supposed to win this game because the Bills is up and down through the whole year anyway.
Right.
So good win for them. The AFC is going to be kind of tricky this year, but great win, Bills.
Hey, here's the thing, Bills struggle a little bit, but I'm trying to figure out how they got the number one defense. Got to be because they got one of the weakest schedules or something.
They got to be.
Had to be because the defense I normally see was but if you playing the Jets twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
You played Tua twice.
Yep.
You got New England who unless they playing some bums, is not gonna put up 50. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they really probably played anybody. But hey, Bills. Hey, number one, right?
Yep.
No, number two.
Number two. Yeah, I forget.
Yeah. Gotta be
number three.
Yeah, because Kansas City.
Yeah. Sure.
Hey, good luck with that one. I just know that nobody wants to go play at the Bills when it's 2 degrees outside and the wind blowing. That's for sure. That's for sure.
All right. The 49ers took care of business, beat the Rams 27-24 in OT. I'm just going to spill this real quick. I do not believe in the Rams. The Rams would not make it. I forget who they played first round. Who they got first round?
The Rams. Arizona. Monday Night Football.
Arizona will take care of business, beat them. Matt Stafford, you're a good quarterback. You'll probably still make the Hall of Fame, but this is a ridiculous year for you.
I'm with you. 49ers is another one they'd be sending gift cards and baskets, and actually they need to send it to the Rams.
Yeah.
Rams was up 17-0. Rams fell completely apart.
Mm-hmm.
Stafford does Stafford things. Like I said, Ram House, hashtag Ram House, Stafford equals hashtag Lions Stafford. That's the same guy.
Yeah.
Don't make a difference. He just got some better defenders and stuff like that. He's not. Rams is coming out quick. I'm with you. I think Arizona probably go ahead and knock them loose. And so all that money
at LA.
All that money, it makes no difference because it was a road game. 49ers did what they had to do. Come on down, see us. We'll holler at y'all. We're not celebrating y'all. That's number one. So I do love Debo Samuel.
Absolutely.
He's a problem.
Yes, he is.
You know, that part. But other than that, you don't have no receivers. Let's see.
All right, you got the Dolphins who beat New England 33-24. Sorry about their head coach. He won 6 out of his last 8, but he still got fired. He still had to go, but Dolphins was a good win against New England.
Hey, yeah, they had to win it. Rivalry, so you know that was going to chin up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, head coach came from Patriots, Belichick, and also I heard that one of the reasons why they had to let him go is because he was trying to take over the whole franchise.
Yeah, basically.
He wanted to be Belichick, they said to say. So I read a nice little article on that one. He wanted to say so and everything. When certain reporters gone, he was pretty much doing favoritism to the veteran guys, which, you know, they've been there. But they have McCarty, whatever the DB, he coached him at Patriots.
Exactly.
So, you know, of course he's going to be cool with him. But I hate to see him go like that. I don't think he probably should get him fired. But if you're trying to, like, undermine the GM and things like that,
right.
This GM got a better relationship with the president than you, yeah, you're going to bite the dust. So,
exactly.
Sorry, Dolphins. Hey, another non-playoff year for you. Patriots, we'll see. We'll see what's going down with them big time.
What you said. All right, the Cardinals, Seattle, a little too late. Seattle won 38-30 against the Cardinals at home. But we all know the Cardinals is not good at home anyway. They're a road good team. Yeah. So Seattle got pulled one off, but it was just too late.
Russell Wilson, swan song, gone. He's out of there. He's going to try to get out of there. Mm-hmm. Basically, it was a fantasy game. So anybody had any Seahawks people, you ate. Some of Cardinals, of course, they ate. I just hate that this might have been Curl and Russell Wilson last game. Mm-hmm. Hey, champ, this don't go anybody in the NFC East.
Come on, Pittsburgh, baby.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah, go over there.
New England took care of business and beat Carolina 41-17. Great job to you guys, but I don't believe in you guys either.
Yeah, the Bucs is gonna go ahead and take care of business as usual. They utilized their tight end, so they ate. Hey, Cam, it's been real, buddy.
Yeah,
it's been real.
Yeah.
It was your last game.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is. Thank you and good night.
Good night. Last but not least, you had the Sunday night game, the Raiders against the Chargers, 35-32, which scared me because it was a tie throughout, like last second of overtime. But the Raiders took care of business and won and knocked the Chargers right out of the playoffs.
They need to thank their coach because it looked like old boy was either going to play for a tie or even if he didn't call it timeout, they had a traditional linebacker that would have stuffed that hole that had made him kick a 57-yard field goal. Now, dude can kick, but 57 is totally different from 42, 3, or whatever he kicked to win the game. Sometimes your coaches, you outthink yourself. Mm-hmm. Because once he called a timeout, he took the traditional linebacker out and brought in a dime package, which had a safety down there playing, and he didn't even know how to read the run. So, hey, take it on the chin. Bye-bye, Chargers. That's what you get. It is what it is. Real quick, thank the guys. This is Mark and Will Shows, Kentucky High School Boys and Girls. We have Miss West and Mr. Sisk as far as our Kentucky High School Boys and Girls Basketball Player of the Week. Also, National Player of the Week goes to J.R. McClure, baller, shot caller.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you guys for watching. It's been real.
Yes, sir. Be safe.
Peace out.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.